it's pretty difficult to overstate how out of touch this take is.
What you meant.
I think it's very different to live in the United States in 2025 than it is to live in Iran.
Not if you're black.
Not for everybody.
Not if you're black.
Guys, don't go to Tehran. Do not anyone at this table.
Whoopi Goldberg is a movie star political commentator. Does she genuinely believe that the obstacles she faced in her career are comparable to the sort of obstacles she would have faced if she'd grown up in Iran? Well, let's think about it. Early on in her career, Whoopi Goldberg used to do stand-up comedy. And by her own description, her comedy was very sort of edgy and adult-oriented. It is very possible that if a woman tried to do one of Whoopi Goldberg's stand-up comedy acts word for word in Iran, she could end up in prison. There are still very courageous women in Iran like Zainab Mousavi who are trying to wade through these restrictions and still be a comedian. It's worth mentioning though that Mousavi specifically has literally faced imprisonment in Iran for her criticisms of the hijab restrictions. Now Whoopi Goldberg actually doubles down on this belief later in the clip.
Not everybody feels that way. Listen, I'm sorry. You know, when you think about the fact that we got the vote in 1965.
Okay, they don't have free and fair elections.
Now, Whoopi Goldberg is right in the sense that I also wish that the Voting Rights Act had been passed sooner. I wish it hadn't even been needed to begin with. But as the other host points out, if disenfranchising voters is bad, Iran does not have free and fair elections, period. The Ayatollah was not democratically elected. While there are technically presidential elections, candidates have to be approved by a religious council. And even with all of the built-in restrictions on behalf of the religious establishment in Iran, there is still evidence that they have broken their own laws and election interference has taken place. I'm definitely not saying Iran is North Korea in terms of oppression. I am also not saying that things are perfect for Black Americans in the United States. But it is a fundamental misunderstanding of the situations to try and equate the two.